Alright, so it was about, I think it was a Friday night, Saturday night. It was like we were getting together. It was like 8th grade, so like manhunt was big back then. At the end of one of the rounds, we kind of got a little like little bored. So we're all like congregating, just kind of talking, and we're all standing by this tree, and this tree was like kind of dead, so it was kind of really sharp branches. There was no leaves on it. We were at my house, and I was kind of new. Like I moved in maybe a year, not even a year, maybe in the house, and the tree was dead when we bought the house, and it was supposed to be removed. But we hadn't gotten to it yet because it was just at the start of summer, spring, and that's when we were going to do it. And we were going to put like a little like flower pot there, something. But we never got to it, and so the tree was dead, and that's why it was there. I bent down to tie my shoe, and there was this thing called trash canning where someone gets behind the person, and the one person pushes them, and they kind of fall over them. Grant yells, "Who ordered the steak?" So he pushes him. Jordan, he falls over me, midair, goes to reach, I guess, to grab the tree to save himself. The branch goes into his wrist and just completely goes straight down and just rips completely open. Blood everywhere. Everyone's freaking out. The first person to leave was Grant. He just leaves out of nowhere. He's like, "Oh, my mom's gonna pick us up." Before the ambulance was even there.
Go, 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 go!
All I heard was screaming, and I was just like, "Wait, what happened?" Because I was just tying my shoe. It's just stuff you see in like movies and stuff like.
But the first thing I remember is Jordan going back, and because I watched the branch go into his arm, and then I was like, "Oh, that just went into his arm," and it went up, and I kind of sat there for a second, and I was like, something doesn't feel like that should happen to an arm. And then Jordan got up and he was walking around like, "Oh, blood and stuff," and everyone was like, "What's happening?" I'm looking. And I'm still trying to piece together what I saw. And then I'm like, "Oh, the tree cut his arm." So as Jordan's bleeding and stuff, my initial thought is, duct tape some paper towels to it. It'll be good. Just get it tight so the skin holds back. Paper towels, the platelets or the whatever those things are, they'll do their job. And then the arm goes back together and you take off the paper towels. I can't remember who it was. Was it Mashevsko? I think it was Mashevsko. He was beyond. He wasn't here anymore. So I was like, alright, we got people like that. So, but it's these people, they're gonna be, "Oh god," they run out in the street, bus takes them out. Now we got 2 people. They better get the ambulance takes them out. Now we gotta load the guy in the ambulance who's on the front of the ambulance. Now we gotta get another one in because 2 people in an ambulance, that's a lot of work. Anyway, so you can't have people running around in this situation. It's chaotic. This is when I kind of like looked around and was like, it's my time to shine. I can tell stories. So we got this hunter in like the 1840s, mountain man. In the ambulance and stuff. I'm looking at the tree. There's like some body on the tree. You know, body, what we're made out of. It was just some of that just on the tree, and I was like, "Oh, neat." Then Sebastian got there, and he was like, "I miss everything."
I miss everything. And I play the bass.
Jake, Mike Pachechko, Grant, like all those people, big group of people, Jordan and Barth, whatever. So we were all supposed to go play manhunt at Jake's house like we usually do. We were all different groups around Jake's yard. There was people on the stairs and people over on the side yard playing football and like all that kind of stuff. And I'm just standing there on my phone. I don't remember hearing anything. Like, my perspective. I'm told what was said was, "Who ordered the steak?"
Come on, let's finish this. Hey! Who ordered the steak?
But I don't remember that in the moment. What I remember is basically feeling like a really hard shove on my chest as soon as I put my phone in my pocket. And I remember tripping over a body behind me, like somebody behind me, really hard, actually, and like instantly blacking out. The only way I can describe what it felt like was no pain, but you know when you have a piece of cardboard and you rip it. When you rip the cardboard, it's that rough, like really like rough tear, and yeah, that was what it felt like, but it was my arm, not cardboard. So it didn't feel too nice, but it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. It was very unpleasant though. So I basically, you know, like I opened my eyes and instantly I'm like something's not right now. You know, like I feel like my arm is stuck on something, and it was hanging like this behind me from like a tree, and my body was a couple inches off the ground. Like I was actually hanging off of the tree branch. Jake had one of those motion censored lights on his garage or whatever, so I walked over and it was on, and I saw the full damage of what had happened. I started screaming right away. I'm like, oh my God! Call the ambulance! You know, that kind of thing. So let's flash back, right? A week earlier when we were playing Manhunt, Evan Fisher, all right, Evan the Man Fisher, he goes, I'm gonna play a really funny joke on everybody. He fell, and when he got back up, he had a stick through his hand. And he starts freaking out. He's like, oh man, that's not good. Oh, dude. And everybody's like, oh, freaking out, running around. You know, there's panic, there's anarchy in the streets. Evan's just like, gotcha!
Gotcha.
Fast forward to present time. I'm standing there with this actual wound on my arm, and everybody's like, he's just messing around because, you know, he's probably trying to play a trick on us like Jake or Evan did before. So then they actually saw it, of course, and that's when everybody started freaking out. I mean, like, Mike Machechko, like, fell down and, like, threw up. Like he's throwing up blood. Like, it was just horrifying. Like, other people just running around screaming. I kind of, like, took myself and calmed down for a second. I go, Jake, go get your mom. This is 8th grade. We couldn't handle things ourselves back then. So, go get your mom. So he finally runs inside and he tells his mom. She called the ambulance, and I sat there, bled all over his porch a little bit. And then you know, they came over, they put me in the ambulance, and kind of drove away, and that was it.
1, 2, 3, 4.
That was good.
Tyler, give me a beauty shot.